Alright, so this is on. Let's close this guy out. And voila! Okay. So, this is a program of mine. This is a new program, and let's show you what it looks like. If it still works, and ta-da! You now have a board like so. Now this is 20 rows by 20 columns, therefore this is 20 rows and this is your 20 columns. As you can see, it's alternating. Now, to be quite honest with you, I did borrow some code, not directly, I changed it for the game itself. This is called ATX chess. The idea of the game is very simple, and let's see if this will, let's just ignore some of that. Okay, and do that. So this is following game, semi-accurate representation of my own game. Credit to my friend so-and-so, Jesse Galanxy. He came up with the idea. General idea is you have two types of units, attacker, defenders. Your goal for both players' goals are to destroy the opponent's goal / base. You have the option to upgrade your units by putting them into next to each other, or as I decided to add to the game, you can now have different formations. This allows for more various defensive or offensive positions in the generated map. And that's that. So, now you have that, and now you understand this. Now the idea is that somewhere around here is where your base would be, and then this would be the other player's base, something like that. So the idea takes all of that into consideration, the game will, and you will have player 1, player 2, and I'm gonna work some more on this. Right now it's just an intro to the whole game kind of a thing, because it's late at night, as you may not see, and yeah, it's actually 1:10 in the morning. Anyways, so yeah, so this is the code for the stuff. This is the columns and the rows and the chosen colors. Now, I don't know why, I just thought I'd do white and green. I kind of like the idea. If you want to change the source code, or whatever this would actually be, I don't know. You can make it red and black, make it, I don't know, white and black for like checkers game or something. Anyways, so this is your base, and that's their base. It would ask for player 1, player 2, and then choose your placement for units. You get, I think Jesse said it was some number of attackers, some number of defenders. Him and Andrew were playing the game. The idea was that you had a certain number of each. And you get, okay, make it easy, you get 6 of each. You get 6 attackers, 6 defenders. Now, the key is the attackers look like that, and then your defender looks like that, okay? So essentially, what you get is something like that, and something like this. Now, I'm trying to resize it so you can get a better idea. Okay, that's what these look like. So you would get come on. There you go. Okay, so you'd have something like right there on that green block behind it. And now you would have something like this X block behind that. This is given these tile dimensions here. I made a mistake before. I thought it was supposed to be 20 by 20. No, according to a friend, to find the size of these tiles by themselves, you divide your set size dimensions by that size. Key thing to remember when you're making a tile board, apparently it's really easier than I thought. Just gotta remember to do it this way. Really, it's the only way in Java language, that you make a JFrame, and on top of everything else here, you have to import a bunch of things. But really, it's just 2 lines of code: aught and swing. Nice and simple. And going from there, you create the name of your board, whatever game you want. It could be chess for all I know. And then you create that as a JFrame. You have to set the size. Now title. This is the actual game title. I'm not even kidding. It's the actual name. We came up with it. And then you have to make a container so this can hold your JFrame. It's a thing you have to do with Java. I don't know why. Some things I wish I learned in class in my computer science. I have yet to do this in Python even. And then after you've done that container, you now have to add a layout of grid layout so you can make it a proper tiled board again. And then you make a color temp. This ideal is that very simply you're making a temperature color kind of a thing, like on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being black, 10 being white. What are all the colors in between, kind of, and then you do it from there. That's kind of the ideal. Here you're just going back with the whole thing of, okay, I want this row to be this color, but the next row it has to be the different color, and that's how this becomes this way. Go 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, and it keeps doing that. And it keeps doing it this way too. That's how you get that. And it's doing it this time. Notice this for loop is here, and then the next for loop is here. Therefore, every time this is run, this has already been run once. Once this runs, this starts, and once this starts, it doesn't end. So, if you have 8 rows, and 8 rows and 8 columns, it's run 64 times. In this case, I have 20 rows, this is 20 columns. So this is yes, you're right. It's run basically 400 times. 20 times 20, 400. That's your number. And every time it's doing that, it's doing all this fun stuff. Now, the thing is, this is a program specific. Okay, you can make an applet. There is a video on YouTube. You can do that. Okay, this is all this stuff, fun stuff. So you go, can I do, no, I can't do that. I'm trying to remember how I did this. I think this was like, let's see, design programming, one game in Java, was it this one? Tom Ravage, he's a useful place to go to. And there you have it. So Java applets. And then let's find the other one. I think I bookmarked it here, I'm not sure. Let's see. That's what he wants. It's not what I want. Very simply put. Now, let's find what I'm looking for. Really hope I can find this thing. Okay. Okay, I think this is part of it. I think that's what it was. I really hope so. I really hope so. Okay, here it is. Bingo. This is applet right there. Okay. Import swing, import applet, import AWT. AWT. Make your file, project name, and you have to extend applet. Once you do this, it's beautiful work ahead. Easier than actually making a program. Now you make your variables, but here, once you're with applet, you have to do public stack int. Now notice I also have this, and close all windows. Notice I have that as well. I have the class, and then I have to do all that stuff too. That's fine and dandy. And then you do the same thing. Now he has public void in it, meaning initialization, initialize kind of a thing. Basically like your constructor method. Now what he has, if you look at it this way, is very nice. It's just all this, and then he has, what he has is basically this stuff here. It's really nice, very simple. That's what he has. I want to show you guys what it looks like. Okay. have it. Okay, there you have it. Watch that itself if you want to follow what I'm doing. Now I'm going to refer this back to myself. Design programming done. Okay. Okay then. And there you have it. So that's the intro to the whole thing. And that's it for now. And that's the time I started that. So that's about it. I'll see y'all later.